Yo, what's up? Got better. Then my daughter got really sick and she had to go to the hospital. And then with work and all of that stuff, it's been crazy. She's much better now, my little nine. But anyways, I am gonna be posting some more of those how I made this song videos to promote the new EP. However, this is for my studio cats out there, home studio builders, and even if you're building a studio out in a retail space or whatever, I decided to get a power conditioner, right? And I thought, man, maybe I should show some beginners about this, because sometimes you go to the store and they act like you're supposed to know everything about audio just because you make music, and they can treat you real bad, if you don't know certain things, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna save y'all from that. So I bought a power conditioner. What is a power conditioner gonna do? Power conditioner for me is going to make sure that my electronics are safe that are in my rack, and it's also gonna make it so I'm not running around my studio switching on a bunch of stuff at one at a time. Normally I have everything pretty much set up ready to go all the time, but I still have quite a few switches to turn on speakers and the speaker system and all of that. So I bought one of these. I bought the Furman. It's pretty damn expensive, and that's why I thought, I mean, most likely if you're buying one of these things, they're super expensive. You already know how they work. But for some of you who may not, let me show you. You've probably been to a recording studio and seen these with the pretty little things that come out, and there's a light on top of the rack. That's this power conditioner. See those plugs back there? They look kind of strange, don't they? Well, that's because if you buy one of these, note, you are going to need to buy some of these. Input, or female to male. Female to male. You can replace all the power on your on any of your outboard gear and stuff by having one side of this female and one side of these males, and buy a bunch of those. But I just opted to buy the adapters. I don't know why I opted to buy the adapters. There must have been a reason for it. I think it's because I'm probably going to use some power outlets for some of them. I bought some really nice power strips, real good quality ones, and I was like, I don't want to waste them, so I'm gonna have some of those plugged in there. It may not do a lot of the surge protection stuff, the more value, but hopefully it will help. Yeah, so you gotta buy these things, and and it's hard to figure that out because these are what plugs into your power conditioner. This is the adapter that your stuff will plug into. I know that looks strange because I'm in Australia, but yeah, that's where your power strips or your gear, like your synthesizers or your speakers, they'll plug into that, and then this will plug into your power conditioner. Now, apparently the power conditioner is good for also for if you making sure you don't get like a lot of unnecessary sounds in your speaker, hearing those in your speakers and stuff and in your recordings. But yeah, so the rack is here. I pulled everything out. Well, not every, I didn't pull everything out. I'm pretty much just gonna move. I've already moved these two down. I moved the headphone amp down pretty far because I don't really need this as much anymore lately, but I keep it because I might end up needing it. It's a great headphone amp, and sometimes I might record vocals in the hallway or something like that, so I'll run a line through there. Patch back here, I'm going to drop that down. Basically I'm going to drop everything down one and put the power conditioner just up here, but I need to leave space for the Avalon because I like it to have plenty of ventilation, so I'll leave a little bit of space. You'll notice in some racks they don't do that, but if you read the instructions, it says to leave some leave some space for your Avalon, because usually with these you have to turn these on at least for a half hour for them to even work well. And I mean, side note, if you do have an Avalon or you're thinking about getting an Avalon, they sound great, but I think a lot of people don't like them because they don't impart a lot of that cool stuff that you might get from a Neve channel strip. But I feel like they're pretty clean, and I like them when you use them with the right microphones. That's the key. The mics that go great with them. And another thing is making sure they're turned on for at least a half hour before you use them, and also replacing the tubes. If you don't replace your tubes on those on at least if you're using them often, every 3, 4, or 5 years, replace your tubes, then you're not going to get the best quality sound out of them. Another side note is if you have something like an MPC Touch or MPC One, I'm not really a big fan of the way they sound, but as in my other video, we talked about how you can still use them. They're great. But to get them to sound a little bit crisp, a little bit more, just nicer, instead of buying, like a lot of people buy the SSL6, those are quite expensive, but you can just get the actual 500 series here, and that'll do the trick. They sound great, and I've also been using those as vocal channel strips with my AKG microphone, and it's awesome. So yeah, if you plan on getting the power strip, you're gonna need to plan to get those in your budget. And if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment box. All right, one.